Good evening, class. My name is Eric Sanders, and this evening I want to share my insight from the PMXPO 2025 conference. Um, just want to share my insights about it, some key takeaways, and how I think it will help me in my career. First of all, I just want to start off by apologizing. I'm not able to use my laptop as my microphone does not work, so I'm doing this strictly off my phone. So just bear with me, okay? But one of the main things that resonated with me um, with the um, with the conference was the MORE acronym. And of course, we know that's manage perceptions, owning the project success, reassess projects, and expanding your perspectives. To me, it's a powerful acronym. Reminding us that effective project management isn't just about meeting your deadlines or sticking to the budgets. It's really about true ownership of the project and how the stakeholders perceive it as well, and how we take responsibility for the success of the project, and how we continually to review and adjust our approach, and while driving innovation as well. So if we can manage these perceptions and ensure that our contributions are recognized, which is critical, we can ensure that we are delivering true project success and being impactful to whatever the project calls for, to basically help the world and help society. Um, so, and my next takeaway that I got from it was the conduction of the annual surveys. The annual surveys, they provided real time insights into the challenges and the opportunities that managers face. So for me, as a uniformed career soldier with the Mississippi Army National Guard, we also utilize these similar tools. So we do command climate surveys that measures our leadership effectiveness, identify necessary changes, and implement improvements that we need to within the unit and within the command. Additionally, we also conduct action AAR, so that's action after action reviews after each mission that we complete. Okay, so in so when we do those, we are learning to what we can sustain as far as what we did during that mission. What can we improve for future success? So we can shave away unnecessary things, so which improves our efficiency, right? And ensures that we are utilizing all the time that we are allocated for a mission and running as lean and smooth as possible for those missions as well. Okay. The conference for me also redefined what project success truly means. So it's just not the actual metrics, what you can measure, what is essentially tangible, right? It's more about making a meaningful impact on organizations and the community. Uh, Research presented emphasized that successful projects drive operational efficiency and influence the public perception. So, and that's actually a big thing with the Mississippi Army National Guard as well the National Guard, period. The perception that we are, because of course, we're funded by federal tax dollars. So we are worth the federal tax dollars that we are essentially getting from the citizens, and we're making an impactful, meaningful, reason to actually even exist. Okay, so and the last takeaway for me was the emphasis on the business acumen. So in today's complex environment, your technical skills, there's just not going to be enough. So when you cultivate a deeper understanding of business principles such as financial management, strategic decision making, and innovation, that's going to be essential as well. Okay, so I'm gonna drive into looking in further in my career. So I'm a dual status employee, right? So right now I work for the Mississippi Army National Guard as a federal employee, but I'm uniformed, so I wear the uniform to work every day. So I have two different tracks I could go down. So as a federal employee with the Mississippi Army National Guard, right now I'm on track to be the facilities manager, probably within a couple of years, once my supervisor retires, for an Army aviation facility support facility. So in this role, I'm not only going to manage on the guard side, I manage aviation missions to include refueling operations. My everyday job will be overseeing the facility operations. Anything that's dealing with the facility as far as with environmental, construction, and things of that nature. So we're actually slated to build a brand new facility in 2028, with me also having to manage 8 personnel. That's going to include the back shops, your engine guy, avionics, security, the security guards, and then the people that work in environmental services. So that essentially your janitorial services. So for that one, I'm gonna be using more of the more framework. I'm ensure that every mission is executed flawlessly and that our facility projects are managed efficiently as well. This transparency will highlight the tangible benefits of investing in the National Guard in our community. So with that, I would make sure, that the facility is being perceived to the public and to the facility commander and the adjutant general, who's everybody's boss. They will see the benefit of having that facility run the way that it does. Okay. Now, if I were to probably still work for the National Guard, but it may be a different agency, and go to a GS role, what I mentioned in my discussion for the week, either this week or last week, but my GS role will be ununiformed, and that will be just strictly civilian. With that one, I will use more of the business acumen role there, and the reason with that is I would take the skills that I learned as a soldier, correct? And when I'm into a business setting and I'm in a federal agency, no matter what agency it is, I'm going to use that proactive, innovative mindset that I had as a soldier. So that is me. Somebody giving me a task, and they giving me what they think is all the necessary resources, but I may come up with my own list and say, hey, well, I have to execute this. And it's almost kind of one of those things of saying, hey, let me just make this happen without, not necessarily having every single thing I need. And I can come up with more suggestions, and say, hey, sir, ma'am, we can do this, X, Y, Z, and just in a different light. So, and that's just taking your mindset and thinking more outside of the box and being able to create new ideas, and, and then we can reflect on it and say, hey, did this work? Did it not work? And then in the future, you can also implement that in what you call your SOP. That's going to be a standard operating procedure. And so if you can implement new ideas and they run more successful, then it's just going to build more for the future, for things to be more successful in a more timely fashion and in a more lean fashion and different things of that nature. So just as an overall, I mean, I learned a lot from the conference. It was definitely eye opening as far as from a managerial standpoint, project manager standpoint. Um, just more thinking, hey, expanding just beyond managing the project. So it's to me, it's almost like not just getting through and say, hey, I managed that project and it's good to go, and I'll just move on to the next one. No, it's saying, hey, did I do everything in my power to ensure that that project was not only completed but was successful as well, and it made a true impact for anybody that came in contact with that project and what it was intended to do. So it really gave me, like I said, an eye opener with project management, and I was glad to actually able to experience that conference. So it was greatly appreciated. So leave any comments, any feedback as far as what we discussed today, what I discussed today, and just let me know what you think. And I appreciate your time. Have a good evening.